Hey guys, it's Monday, I'm Adam and you're watching Queer Theory. This week's topic is talking to your parents about sexuality. Alicia got an anonymous message from one of her Tumblr followers, and it goes as follows. I am 17 and I have a girlfriend who I love, but I don't know how to come out to my religious parents. Now, there's not one way to go about this. There's actually several ways that you can approach coming out to your parents, especially if they're religious. Coming from someone who has religious family members, I know how hard it can be, but you have to remember that not everyone has the same reaction to things like this. Some people are loving and accepting, and some people are not. The most straightforward, easiest way to do it is to just tell them. Sit them down and say, hey, Mom, Dad, I'm gay, or I have a girlfriend. Just say, I know that this isn't really what you're expecting, but this is me, and I hope that you can learn to understand and accept me for it. Number two, you can actually write them a letter or an email. I actually did that with my mom, and it turned out to be really successful. Because I wasn't right in front of her, so I didn't have to see her initial reaction. Maybe it could have been negative. Maybe she read it and she was like, "Oh my God, like I wasn't expecting this." But giving them that time in between, like reading it and responding, they might have time to think about it and kind of accept it. Like, this isn't really what I was expecting or what I really wanted for them, but I still love them and I still support them, and it's my kid, so I think that for me that was the easiest way. Another thing that you can do is actually, if you haven't already, tell your friends first. It's practice coming out, and also you'll kind of have that support system with your friends. You can come out to them, or if they already know, you can tell them that you want to come out to your parents, and then they can kind of help you out with it. Which kind of brings me into my next point. It sucks, but you might have to have a game plan. It's actually kind of better to go into this thinking the worst, because that way you'll be prepared. You might have to think of somewhere that you can stay, because it does happen where parents do kick their kids out of the house because they just don't accept it. It doesn't happen all the time, but it can happen, and it's better to just kind of just have a place to stay, be prepared. Another thing you want to do is prepare yourself emotionally. This is going to be very hard on both you and your parents, and you just want to be ready for whatever's going to happen. If they react negatively, you want to expect, well, you don't really know what they're going to say, but you kind of want to expect the worst, be prepared. That they might react in a negative way, and you just kind of want to be ready for it. Also, I think the number one thing that you should remember to do is explain to your parents that you are the same person you have always been. You've always been gay, and you just want to be able to be open and honest with them about this because you love them, and you just want to share this part of your life with them, whether they accept it or not, because they're your parents and you love them. I never actually came out to my dad and my stepmom. They just kind of figured it out, because I'm super gay, but for the most part, they're super loving and supportive, and they just want me to be happy, and I really, really appreciate that. I guess I didn't come out to them because I have this weird logic where I feel like you don't really have to come out to your parents. I think it's kind of weird. Like, I've always loved girls, and I didn't really feel the need to tell them about it. I just kind of dated girls, brought them home, acted like it was normal, and it just kind of turned into normal for them, which it could have backfired, but I guess it didn't. But yeah, coming out to your parents, not an easy thing, but being young and knowing what you want, it's going to be an experience, but I think it's best to kind of get it out to people earlier rather than later, because once you're out, it's awesome. Things get much, much better. You will meet people who accept you and love you for who you are, no matter what, even if your parents don't. So, earlier the better. sit them down, tell them, write them a letter, tell your friends, have your friends help you out, prepare emotionally, have a place to stay if need be, and just lay all your emotions out on the table, see what happens, see how they react, and then go from there. I know it's not easy, but I know that you can do it, and I think everything will turn out awesome. So thank you for sending in this topic. I thought it was a really awesome thing to talk about, especially since I know I have a lot of younger followers on Tumblr that maybe are dealing with something like this, and I'm really hoping it helps. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, follow me on Tumblr, whatever you want. Keep sending in topics because you guys are amazing and we've talked about some pretty cool things so far. Yeah, so that's really all I have to say about that. I hope it helped. Just keep watching, keep being awesome, and thank you. I'll see you next week. Bye.